So about 4 years ago, I remember coming into school in August, and Mrs. Nelson came to my room, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you have to see in the courtyard. There's tons of monarchs." And I was like, "Really? I didn't notice anything when I was cutting the grass." And then I went out and I actually looked, and I saw there were tons of chrysalis. They were all over the windows. There were chrysalis everywhere. There were caterpillars crawling everywhere, monarch caterpillars. And it was just the coolest experience. And I knew at that moment I had to teach about monarchs right away. So that was the first thing that my students learned about that year was monarchs. And we went outside and we actually had them emerging from the chrysalis, opening up and getting their wings warmed before taking their flight. I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. So, of course, the next year I was like, okay, so my first unit of the year is going to be monarchs again. And I had everything planned, and I went out to the courtyard before the first day of school, and I was like, where are the monarchs? There weren't any. And I watched and I watched, and I was like, well, how am I supposed to do this? I can't start my unit if I don't have any monarchs, right? So, I mean, we ended up finding like one or two in the courtyard. That was it. And it was such a huge contrast to the year before. And then last year, there were none. And this year, there are none. So my question to you is, where are the monarchs? Why were they in our courtyard a few years ago and now there are none? I can't find a single caterpillar. I can't find a single chrysalis. Once in a while, I'll see an adult fly by, but it's pretty rare. So in this unit, we're going to be exploring the mystery of the monarchs. Where are the monarchs going, and why aren't we seeing as many as
What is that thing?
I'm coming, Patrick!
Monster.
Squidward?
Mr. Krabs?
Ah! It ate them! And there it goes!
Oh, SpongeBob. Obviously, monarchs aren't anything to be afraid of. They are truly a symbol of amazingness in North America and even down into Central America. And we're going to study their amazing journey in this unit. But before we get to that, I wanted to give you a sneak peek of something I found in my garden this summer.
I spy with my little eye something monarchy. I have a monarch caterpillar in my garden, fattening up, munching on leaves. So this caterpillar will form a chrysalis, and when it hatches, this will be the generation that actually flies down to Mexico. It's beautiful. What's wrong? There he is. Wow. Look at that beautiful caterpillar. Awesome.
So it was my intention to go back every day and film a little bit more of that caterpillar, getting into its chrysalis and then eventually emerging. But when I went out a few days later, it was gone. So either it got eaten by my dog or a bird, or it crawled somewhere else, and so I didn't get to actually film it, though that would have been pretty cool. So in this unit, what I wanted to do is give you an opportunity to learn all about the structure of an insect, kind of like a butterfly. We're going to study its body plan. We're also going to take a look at metamorphosis and look at complete and incomplete metamorphosis. And then we will also look at migration. So the migration of the monarch is truly a spectacle. The amount of miles that they are flying right now down to the Oyamel fir forest in Mexico is astounding. And so you're going to learn all about that, and you're going to learn about how their numbers have declined dramatically in the last, several, say 25 years, and then what you can do in order to help the monarchs and keep their populations up for future generations to enjoy. So stay tuned, sit back, I'll show you a few more pictures, and then we're going to dive right into it.